Hey, welcome back here. So we're gonna do another episode of Rate My Base. We're gonna use. Alright, sorry for the interruption there. So this is the King J Dub. This account, you can see, doesn't have any special weapons. It does have a pauldron that has some fire resistance on there, and then some speed boosts. Or I could put on the poison boots and keep the speed boost. It's a nice 12.3. Everything else is nothing special. Gold boosts. Take a look at the spells real quick. Firestorm level 6. Sword Rain level 5. Almost level 6. Blizzard 3. Heal 4. Shield 2. Blade Storm is not unlocked yet. Take a look at the troops real quick. Knight level 7. Archer level 7. Paladin 6. Cannon 2. Pyromancer 2. Art Blaster. Mortar is unlocked. So we are going to attack Win Just. Or no, actually, I already did Win Just. So we're going to go and attack Athozoan. Athozoan. So I've never attacked him before. This is the first time. I'm going to go into his base. Don't know what kind of towers or what level he is. Just going to give you the feedback based on the mini map here and the little icons on the left here. So pretty much going in blind. We don't use any scrolls in this series at all. If we die, then that's it. And I'll give you my thoughts and feedback during the fight and after the fight. A lot of thoughts on the placement of the towers and stuff after the fight, because during the fight, be a little bit of commentary, but mostly just focusing on killing the things, because there's going to be a lot going on. So first thing, the road and path setup looks nice. Only downside to what he has set up is that very vulnerable up in this area to like the scroll apocalypse. That's the only thing. It seems like it's all clumped up there for some reason. 2, 3, 4 spikes, which probably aren't going to be that effective anymore, since we're getting into the higher level gameplay. Is around 1,800 trophies. The number one troop here is the mortar. So if you have a lot of mortars, more than one in each wave, that's not good. You don't want to have more than one mortar or pyromancer or froster in any of the waves, because each of those units, they'll do a splash effect and they'll affect everyone in the AoE of their splash. And so like the poison, it will last for like 5 seconds. The fire burn will last for like 3 seconds, and the slow lasts for about 3 or 4 seconds. So those effects, they can't stack on top of each other, so if you get hit twice with one of them, it's not going to double the effect or double the strength. So you only really require one of those ranged troops in that, each wave. So it'd be interesting to see what this over here is. I don't know if he's building a tower or something, or if this is just a setup. And it would be better if he shifted this over, and so then this guy could shoot to the corner, because right now this guy just can't really do anything. If he shifts the road over one and shortens this down, so cuts that to there, and then goes to there, and then like that or whatever, I guess that would have to be, this tower would be able to hit anything in this space right here. So that would be a better placement for the road. Just doing a little minor tweak there. Because I don't know if he's building something over here that hasn't appeared yet. It's still level 1. He does have a lot of firebolt towers. So this is a very good placement for a firebolt tower. That should be a firebolt tower. And then, like I said, when you move this path over, this should be a firebolt tower as well. So that one right there is in a really good spot because it's deep into his base. And I'm going to have to bring like cannons and hopefully time them perfectly so they can get all the way up there to destroy that one. Or go all the way through around and then kill with my hero. But he does have a decent setup. He has barrier, 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 and then a lot of towers. So that's a pretty good setup for a firebolt tower right there. Deep in the base, a lot of other towers over here is going to do a lot of damage to the hero before it gets to the firebolt tower. And then when it does get to the firebolt tower, it's going to get burned and take some damage from it. So this is probably a pretty deadly setup, this right here, for a firebolt tower. This could all be for naught if he actually doesn't have one right there, but he should have one right there. So otherwise, the troop setup looks nice. I like the amount of ranged troops that he has there, and bomb towers, It doesn't look like he has any arrow towers, so this actually may not be as deadly as I thought. If these are all bomb towers, you can kind of walk through and not really take much damage just for the troops. So if these are all arrow towers, on the other hand, they would be pounding the hero and doing a lot of damage. If it's all bomb towers, it's good against like a big group of troops. But if the hero is kind of rushing ahead to try and defeat these things, like you'll probably see, then bomb towers aren't really effective against the hero. So we're going to go in there with Hammer Strike, Firestorm, and Sword Rain. And then for units, we're going to bring the cannon. Let's see. Debating between the knight and the paladin. I think we'll go with the knight, and then we'll put pyromancers as well. Even though the pyromancers aren't too strong. Well, actually, we'll go our blasters. No. Okay, well, yeah, we're going to do cannons and knights, and then the other one really doesn't matter that much. We're not going to use it that much, so we'll go like this. And hopefully he's not online. You can go in. So the initial setup, we're not going to fight a lot of towers right away. So I'll bring out a bunch of troops first. Firestorm right there. I'll bring out one Arb Blaster to help out with the ranged troops over here since I wasn't able to get, because he did have a lot of mortars. I should have probably saved that Firestorm because you're going to want to have it for the Firebolt towers, but thankfully there's nothing there. You kind of want to scout out the base to see that's not a Firebolt tower up in that corner. That's a very bad placement for a bomb tower. You should put your Firebolt tower right there. So this is going to be actually a very easy base going through because of the tower placements. There's nothing really dangerous. He has too many mortars. So as long as we just don't rush too quickly. Oops. And he probably will kill us right there. Even though, like I said, that corner is deadly. I rushed too quickly, but I don't like the setup hardly at all. Too many mortars, too many pyromancers. Treat. If he has the Firebolt tower on the left corner, like I said, it's the best spot for it. See, this is the problem with playing multiple games and not having a gauge on how strong your hero is. Because in my other game, I'm, a lot stronger. This account is a lot weaker. So I always tend to rush forward without looking at my life too much, especially when I'm doing these videos. So this right here needs to be a Firebolt tower. If you put the Firebolt tower there, do a lot of damage and be really, really effective. This setup, it worked well for him for what it was. Nothing crazy there. Over here, his setup was pretty good because this is all going to do damage to the troops, but you don't need that many pyromancers and that many mortars. One mortar and one pyromancer for each wave. And then depending on how strong, it seemed like the things need to be leveled up because I was able to go through most of the barriers and the like traps and towers down here fairly easy. So obviously everything needs to be leveled up, and I think that may have been part of my downfall is that the towers, they died pretty quickly, and so I moved up too quickly and got caught in this corner when I wasn't really able to run back because of all the ranged troops that he had here and with the poison. But like I said, even if you just have one mortar in each of the waves, it will still work out like that because you can't kill a mortar with a sword rain. They have too much life. So the mortar will take 2 sword rains to kill, or you have to actually get up close to personal and attack it. You sometimes can hit it with the Firestorm if you're right on the edge of the road right here, but that's not going to happen very often because you're going to be using that for the Firebolt towers. So Yeah, I would change the Firebolt Tower there, change up the waves a little bit, and then other than that, I can't really say anything else. I like this corner. This corner is very, very good because it has the depth into the base. It's set up for this tower right here to just destroy things in the corner, and that's why a Firebolt Tower is there, because it has great range. It'll hit the targets right here. It'll burn them as well, and then all these towers will just start pounding on the hero like it did a little bit to me, and then kill the hero, because the hero, you're going to be attempting to get all the way over to this tower to here so you can kill this, because like otherwise you have to have two cannons behind you at least to kill that, because the cannons, they die fairly quickly to the Firebolt Tower. So that's the other option, is you have to summon out two cannons or three cannons and, you know, get them up here in enough time where you're not wasting all your time by, you know, sitting around waiting for the cannons to come. So overall, the layout works. I would move this, shave off this two pieces right here, and push this back over here to make it like this, a curve like that, since you have two more road pieces. And then that way you should put a Firebolt Tower in that corner as well, so the Firebolt Tower can hit this corner. And the same thing, Firebolt Tower needs to go there so it can hit that corner. And that's a really solid base there. Just need a little tweaks. Give this base an 8 out of 10. Great job there.